Let's talk about a decision that seems to make economic sense in the short term, but can have deadly consequences: removing or disabling machine guards to speed up production. Machine guards are engineered safety devices designed to prevent body parts from accessing danger zones while still allowing material to be processed. Properly designed guards are incredibly effective at preventing amputations, entanglements, and crush injuries. But they do slow production slightly. They require maintenance. They can be inconvenient. And that creates an economic temptation to remove them. Here's how it typically happens. A supervisor, under pressure to meet production targets, disables the interlock system on a guard so the machine can run with the guard open or removed. Or a maintenance worker takes a guard off to perform repairs and doesn't reinstall it, and nobody notices or cares because production is smoother without it. Or workers themselves remove guards because they're inconvenient, and management looks the other way because output is higher. The regulatory requirements are actually quite clear. OSHA has specific standards for machine guarding by equipment type. There are inspection protocols. There are penalties for violations. But enforcement is inconsistent, and the fines are often viewed as a cost of doing business rather than a deterrent. From a worker rights perspective, this is critical information. You can legally refuse to operate unguarded equipment. That refusal is protected. You cannot be fired or retaliated against for refusing to operate machinery that violates safety standards. There are anonymous reporting mechanisms for safety violations. You can report to OSHA without your employer knowing who made the complaint. And documenting guard removal is important because if you're subsequently injured, that documentation becomes crucial evidence in workers' compensation claims or litigation. Now let's do the brutal economic calculation that employers should be doing, but often don't. How much additional profit does removing guards generate? Maybe you get a 5 or 10% production increase. What's that worth over a year? Now compare that to the cost of a workers' compensation claim for a severe injury, medical expenses that can run into hundreds of thousands of dollars, permanent disability payments, increased insurance premiums, potential OSHA fines, and the possibility of civil litigation if gross negligence is involved. Companies that remove guards to save money are engaging in short-term thinking that ultimately costs more. But the decision-makers who remove guards often aren't the ones who pay the price. The worker who loses fingers or a hand pays that price. The company pays in insurance costs. The decision-maker often faces no personal consequences at all. This is why we need stronger personal liability for safety decisions. When a supervisor knowingly removes or allows the removal of machine guards and someone gets hurt, that supervisor should face consequences. When company executives create a culture that prioritizes production over safety, they should be held accountable. For workers on the ground, the message is clear: never operate unguarded equipment. Report violations. Document everything. Your body parts don't grow back. No production target is worth that risk.